Hello, so this is just a very quick video because I got asked a question about tattoo laser removal by a YouTube user called Electric Funeral, and basically what he asked was because I'd left a comment on a tattoo laser removal video about does it hurt, what's your personal thing about it, can you tell me anything about it, because everything I seem to come across it's just agonising pain. So firstly, this is the one I'm having removed. So I'm not gonna, it's about probably a palm size. I mean, my palms are quite small, but it's probably about a hand size, like in width and how long it is as well. And it is on my chest. It's just black outline, but there's a few, as you can see, filled in bits. It was done by somebody who's not a proper tattoo artist, and I know some people go like, oh well, it's your own fault. And it's like, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has things they don't like. I mean, how many people get piercings, stretchings, all different things, buy something if you don't have tattoos or anything, and then you don't like it. So first thing I'd say to do is if you get a tattoo and you don't like it, you want to do something with it, maybe go and ask for a back cover-up first. Cover-ups can be hard to do, but it depends on the size, what colour it is, how old it is, how deep the ink is. It's a bit like tattoo laser removal. Go to a few different places and be open-minded, because even if you take a design and say, listen, I want, I've got this and I want it replaced with something that's not going to cover it up, the tattoo artist will just say, listen, there's no way we can do that. They'll give you a few ideas, I'm sure, what you can and can't have. The reason with this one, I could have it covered up if I wanted to, but you know what, I'd just rather get it removed and start again. So if you think to yourself, right, okay, same thing as me, you don't want it there, or you get to the place and they say you need lightening first, so it doesn't need to be completely gone, it just needs to be gone more so because it's too deep for us to do anything, or too big or whatever. Go to a couple of places. Usually most places that do offer tattoo removal do a free consultation. I know the place I went to did. They're really nice, and I'll put all the details below. This is in the UK though, however, so I don't know in the US. I know there's Dr. Tatoff, but obviously there's probably more people out there that do it. There is loads in Manchester, which is where I'm from. The only thing I could say is go in and say, listen, this is what I've got. The thing with tattoo removal is sometimes they won't say, right, it's going to take X amount of sessions. They'll give you a rough estimate. So, like for example, I bought a pack of 12 sessions, and this is after 2. So you can see in some bits where it's going quite well, especially here. And like here, this has faded quite a lot. This was very, very dark. So that's what I mean. You're going to be expected to, like, it's not going to come off in one session. The more you take care of it as well, the better it'll come out. The laser in itself, it's not pleasant. It's not the most painful thing I've ever been through. It's not pleasant. It's over and done with in mine's over and done with in less than 5 minutes. You're just in, you put the goggles on, you sit down or whatever, and then with mine it's a pen. The one I go to, and I'm not too sure about other ones in the UK, they don't use anything to numb it apart from like an ice pack. I know at Dr. Tatoff sometimes they have a topical cream, or they use some kind of anaesthesia to numb the area, and I know they don't do it the place I do it. I think it's just because obviously, if you're leaving, you don't want to be half gone, driving or something on the way back home. You're in and you're out. They'll probably dress it in, I don't have any dressings left because I've not been for another session for a while, and it's just like a normal dressing, and it's just covering it. And basically what will happen is you'll notice over a couple of days you will have blisters, and you might get some spots where the skin, it sounds a bit gross, but the fat from your skin's like gone. Just don't pick them, just leave them. They won't scar, they won't do anything. I mean, people looking about a chest mark, it's like, oh, it's red. It's like, that's nothing to do. I've not had a session done for a bit, so don't worry about that. Just don't pick them. It will be itchy. Just try to ignore it. The best thing I can say as well is like a tattoo, don't use anything Cream wise, if you're going to use a soothing cream, don't use anything with alcohol or perfume in it because it will sting. Try and use, if you can, I use Simple Moisturiser, which has no perfume and no alcohol in it. The tattoo laser removal technician, or whoever it is, I don't know if technician's the right word, but whoever it is, will probably give you some advice as well. But things like don't bathe it in water, don't go swimming, no sunbathing, things like that, pretty common sense things. Don't pick the scabs, they will fall off, and if you do pick it off, you'll notice that if you'd left it for longer, some more of the stuff would have come out. The way I know that tattoo laser works, or as far as I've seen, is that it just penetrates the skin and it allows the antibodies to remove pigments underneath the skin. But that's the thing, if your tattoo is quite deep, it will take more sessions. Like you can see on mine, this over here is quite thin, whereas this here is quite thick, so this has gone within 2 sessions here. You can almost see it's almost gone, but this will probably take longer, so I've got 10 more to do. If anyone wants, I am going to another session soon, so if you want to see what it looks like afterwards, I'm more than happy to do like a quick update video for it. The only thing I'm going to say as well afterwards, I would advise not to go out drinking or anything like that. It's not because alcohol's going to affect it, it's just you do feel a bit tender afterwards. It's over and done with, and then you're like, it's the aftercare that hurts really more than anything. You can imagine you're out partying away, not dancing like me anyway at the moment, and then someone goes bang and you're like, ow, bang, ow, bang, and you don't want to be like punching someone in the face, being like, Bart Simpson, quit it. It's like, what the hell's that? So the main thing to do is that be sure this is what you want to do. Get some advice if you're not sure. The thing is as well is that one thing that Electric Funeral said that I thought made sense is that it might hurt, but it's more bearable than the pain of having a tattoo for years that you don't like, if that makes any sense to anybody. So yeah, and as well, it's like I said to Electric Funeral, if you ever want to ask me any questions about any of my tattoos or anything, I am going to get some cover-ups as well soon, so I'm happy to talk about cover-ups as well. But they're not on my arms, it's like on my legs, so I'm happy to talk to anybody about that. But yeah, hope you subscribe, comment and everything, and if there's any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Take care.